Hello there everyone, my name's John and I drink things on the internet, and today we're having a look at this bottle here that's probably a little bit out of focus. If I bring it closer to me you might be able to see it a bit better. This is Johnnie Walker Double Black, and this follows on in the lineage of Johnnie Walker labels as the next one in the line after the black label. If you haven't watched my review for that, then there'll be a card up here. Johnnie Walker Double Black came on the market a few years ago now. I don't have the exact date off the top of my head. And it was originally travel retail only. And it came in this beautiful dark bottle. And they describe it on their website as being the darker and smokier sort of offshoot of the black label. I find it interesting that when they have a range that goes red label, black label, green label, blue label, gold label, platinum label, that they decided to go with double black rather than pick another colour, because there are other colours out there that they could go for. I get why they were doing it, because it's supposed to sort of be a pivot on the existing recipe, but the Johnnie Walker recipes have changed so much over the years that that idea is kind of irrelevant. I get it, you know, it's new but also kind of familiar, and it's a marketing thing more than anything else, and I don't understand marketing well enough to argue the point that this would be better off as like the Johnnie Walker beige label or whatever. I would buy that. This is also noticeably not an age statement, unlike the black, so that's another immediate point of difference. So if they've not put an age statement on this, we can safely assume this is significantly younger whiskey. Again, it's caramel coloured, chill filtered 40%, sort of standard thing that we're coming to expect from the Johnnie Walker blends at this point. And on the label, it's really small writing, but I can just about make it out. A rich, intense, smoky blend containing whiskey matured in deep charred old oak casks. Old oak is not necessarily a good thing. In fact, more often than not, old oak is a bad thing, because that normally implies that the cask has been used multiple times and it has less flavour left to give. So, on the nose, getting like heavy tinned peaches. Like, really heavy tinned peaches. Something rusty about it. There's something oxidised in there. I actually scratch the vanilla, it's something else. It's like old library books. Similar but different. And there's something there that I can't quite pin down, if I'm being completely honest. There's something muddied and weird in there. It's like what I would imagine a custard flan would taste like if you put it through the dishwasher a couple of times. It's just something bizarre, like a baked good that's been bloated with chemicals. What's it like neat? The palate's much better. The flavour of that is much better. Very pleasantly surprised, because there's a progression in flavour. It's vanilla milkshake up front. It's quite thick, super vanilla-y, like a dairy element to it as well. And then the smoke comes in. And it's a pretty inoffensive, light... You know what this is? I've just thought. It is a stack of vanilla pancakes with smoky bacon and maple syrup in whiskey form. That's exactly what that is. That's fucking gorgeous. I love that. That's lovely. Better calibre of blended whiskey than the black or the red. It's not every day that you see a travel retail bottling that is worth bringing out to a wider market, because they tend to be opportunistic crap. Calling it as it is. I've had some travel retail bottlings and bloody hell. I'm going to open this up with a bit of water. I don't think it needs it. The nose has gone a bit washed out. There's not really much happening anymore. It's like a very faint sweet smoke. Very faint. Settlement 2 villages over is being burnt to the ground by invading Vikings, and they were in the middle of like a baking contest or something. The flavour profile is identical. It's just mellowed it out a bit more. It's made it thinner. Flavour-wise, it's still there. It's just a little bit washed out now. There's no transformation. It's not added to it in any way. Could you do some stuff with this that are quite interesting? Yeah, actually, you could. For all its hairs and graces, I think it's perfectly serviceable neat. Which I would not say about the other two. I think the other two that we've covered so far, the red and the black, both need some help. The red is definitely made for mixing, which is another coded way for saying it's pretty fucking rough, lads. And the black, whilst it's much more refined, it does need a little something else, even if that's just like an ice cube to chill it down, to take the edge off of it a little bit and then help dilute it down as it goes, or serve it with a bit of water, or put it in a mixed drink. Whereas this can be served neat. This bottle will probably be gone long before the other samples. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then thumbs the video, and if you haven't checked out the other videos that I've done in the Johnnie Walker range so far, do that. I've done the red, the black, and the white. The white was a Johnnie Walker release from ages ago, and interesting. You've probably heard about it by now anyway, but yeah, interesting. Comment down below, do you agree with me that the double black is good? Have you had it before? Have you enjoyed it? Do you have a favourite in the Johnnie Walker range? Or do you have another blended whiskey that you prefer? Let me know. If you're new here and you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, do consider subscribing and ringing the bell, because I do this more than is medically advisable. And please do join me next time where I'll be drinking something else.